Hi everyone, this is Farhana again here, and I have Tehmina with me. I'm doing this series of interviews where we are inviting these business partners and getting to know the time when they started the business, what was going on in their heads, what led them to take the decision, so that the people who are watching and who are considering starting, they get an insight. Because when I started the business, I looked up at all of these interviews and I could put myself in their shoes, and that helped me to move ahead and take the decision of what I want to do, how I want to get started. If you can just tell us a little bit about what you were doing, what was your life like before you came across the business?
All right. Yeah, of course. So thank you so much, Fernanda. This is a great idea. I really hope it helps everyone. So I actually live in Niagara Falls, Canada. I've been here for about 21 years. And just prior to joining this business, I was working in banking since 2012. So I had been working in banking for almost 9 years when I came across this back in 2020. And I had been looking for a side hustle because working in a job, at the end of the day I realized that you can only pay your bills, you can never ever have the savings that you need. So that was my life at that point, working a 9 to 5 job and then trying to make ends meet. And I have a senior parent also living at home with me, so I wanted to be there for her in the long run. So I thought, if I start something now, it will give me something to build up for the future and maybe allow me to quit my job. So that's what I was doing at that point before I started this business.
I also know that you had some other, like businesses as well. You had tried your hands at some other things as well. I think you had a travel agency or something.
Yes, yes. I actually am always looking for some kind of an entrepreneur opportunity because I really believe in that. That at the end of the day, if you really want to have the control of your time, you want to have the potential of good income, you need to get into some kind of entrepreneur role, especially with
Yeah.
places like Canada and all, where you can write off a lot in
Yeah.
taxes. So I am actually a travel agent, but I'm not doing it actively right now. I've also done insurance at one point. I got my insurance license. I've tried my hand at an MLM back in the day. So I've tried
Mm-hmm.
different things. Yes.
Then, what helped you to, narrow down on this particular business model?
So around the time that I started looking for something, as I said, something new, right? Because I've been working in the bank job for a while, and then I was itching to get started again, some kind of entrepreneur
Yeah.
role. It was around the time when the pandemic hit. And I'd had a personal issue with my mother-in-law, so where she had fallen and stuff. So I really wanted to get started with something quickly. Online was the best place, I thought. And when I started looking into the online space, and I'm sure a lot of people that might be watching this, they will have the same, experience. There's You start looking at e-commerce, buying and selling,
Yeah.
and those kind of things. So of course, my attention went towards that initially, which is looking into Amazon, Spotify, doing drop shipping and things. I just found everything too complicated for me because at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, you could get started, but the rest was all guesswork. What products to sell, where to get
Yeah.
the inventory from, whether it would work, not work. And the biggest part was that you would have nobody to really mentor you and guide you through the whole process. So the
Exactly.
reason I chose this business is because in this business, I was working full time and I could start this business. It was like a turnkey kind of a thing for me, where everything was set up for me from A to Z. When I came on, I was given a website, like a website was created for
Oh,
me.
wow.
I had access to a training site, regular masterminds, and the biggest thing that was missing in the other businesses, like I mentioned, is I had a direct mentor I could reach out to.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've been in this business over 3 years now, and we're the closest friends. So we talk so regularly and stuff. So that was what I loved about this business is the hands-on approach that you have with a
Yeah.
mentor, a huge community that we all belong to. Everybody there to help each other out. So that
Yeah.
was one of the biggest reasons I chose this business.
Yeah, yeah, I completely agree. The community support, because see, both of us also, we are not financially
No.
related, but then we started the business like, jab kiya tha, and then you kind of make friends even
Yeah.
with people, even apart from your mentor and coaches, you will have people who you will reach out to, who will resonate with, and you make
Absolutely.
friendships, and again we discuss business strategies and we do a lot of brainstorming that way also. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
A lot of people are watching us. What advice would you have to someone who wants to start the business, but is a lot of people have this, even I had that, what if I start the business and I don't succeed, I don't see the results, other people are doing it, maybe I can't do it. What advice do you have for them?
Well, so one of the biggest things I always tell people is any kind of business that you get into, right? You are not going to know when you're going to actually make any money out of it. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Like lots of people are having success on Amazon, for example. Lots. Not does not mean that everybody is. It's a small percentage that might be. So in anything that you put your hand in, any kind of business, a woman starting a salon at home does not know whether she's going to really do well. Somebody bringing fabric. We have a lot of our South Asian community that brings outfits from Pakistan and stuff, and in India, and they sell it in the North American countries, for example. They don't know that if they put in that much money, bring that inventory, whether they're going to make an income or not, right? So at the end of the day, a job is the only place where you know how much you're going to make at the end of the day, with the price tag that
Yeah.
you get less
Yeah.
the salary. But in our business, I tell people, it's the value that you're getting from this business. Whether you make an income or however long it takes to make an income, I always tell people within the first couple of months of joining this business, you are going to see immense personal growth. You are going to
I
grow.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to be like you and I. Like I know, I'm sure you are a very private person as well. Like, did you ever think that you would do videos, you would go live, mentor?
Never.
Like you're doing amazing. You're such a big coach, mentoring so many people, being a leader, all these things. Like I have seen so much difference in people that have joined,
Yeah.
become a part of business, and they have completely changed, and they feel so good about themselves. The confidence that you get, you cannot put a price tag on those things.
Yeah.
So right there and then, that is one more thing. Oh, I can go on and on about this. The other thing is the training side that you get access to just for this whatever investment that you're putting in. If you actually did an assessment for it, it's over $10,000 that of value that you're getting within our training site, and it is
Yeah.
constantly updated. So it is a transferable skill that you're going to learn where you can apply this business strategy. Like, I mean, the digital marketing part of it, learning how to market on 7 different
Yeah.
social media platforms for any other thing that you want to do. If you have a different
Yeah.
business as well, maybe you do skincare or whatever, like you can, you learn those skills which are completely transferable. So
Definitely.
those are the things that you're going to get out of it. And then at the end of the day, yes, what if, instead of getting into anything where your child goes into university, or do you think, oh, what if he doesn't clear university? No, you go in with the thing, yes, he's going to graduate. So the same thing when you're getting into this business, going with the right mindset that yes, I am going to make an income. And who knows? Nobody knows that you could be the one that is making thousands of dollars a month, right? So we have to get out of
Definitely.
that negative thinking and move ahead with the thing where there's a business that has immense potential for income, but on top of that, there is so much more value add that you get along with it, right? So much more.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's what I would
Yeah.
say.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Tehmina, for the wonderful explanation and for sharing all the tips and insights. It's always a pleasure to speak with you and to have you on board. All the best to everyone who is watching it. Sorry, all the best to everyone who is watching it. And my only advice to you is get over your fear of the uncertainties of what will happen. Instead of thinking what if it doesn't work, just come in with the mindset that what if it just works out fine for you, and you never know, it is a life changing opportunity,
Absolutely.
and this can be the breakthrough that you are looking for right now.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah. No, that thank you so much for doing this, Farana. And one of the things I always tell people is most of us that are living in different countries from where we were born, we are immigrants into a new country, right?
yeah,
If we had kept thinking, oh my God, how am I going to go to a new country? How am I going to survive? Like, how's the weather going to be? Am I going to get a job? Where am I going to live? And you never left your home country, you would still be stuck
yeah,
where you are. You wouldn't have
yep,
the life that you've built for yourself. So,
yeah,
I really wish everyone all the best. Don't keep thinking so much, thinking, there's a saying we have in our thing where you think too much, you actually make yourself weaker than making it stronger. Overthinking is not
yes,
for you.
yes,
So just take that next step. And, I
yeah,
wish you all the very best. You are in the right place. That's all I want to tell everyone. You are in the right place and you're here for a reason.